Tonight at the White House, the atmosphere carried both symbolism and strategy as America's most powerful technology leaders gathered under one roof. It was more than just a dinner. It was a meeting of minds at the cutting edge of innovation, from artificial intelligence to semiconductors, from advanced manufacturing to global trust in American technology. The president opened with a casual invitation for the guests to speak, setting the tone for what became a remarkable conversation about investment, collaboration, and the race for the future. Mark Zuckerberg was among the first to address the room, offering thanks for the gathering and emphasizing the scale of what was at stake. He highlighted that all of the companies present were making massive investments in the United States, building data centers and infrastructure to power the next wave of innovation. When asked about the scale, he revealed a staggering figure, at least $600 billion through 2028. The president acknowledged the number with a nod, calling it a lot, underlining the gravity of the commitment. Next came Sergey Brin, who described this moment as an inflection point for artificial intelligence. He expressed gratitude that the administration had chosen to support companies instead of fighting them, noting that constructive dialogue had already brought meaningful resolutions. Echoing him, another executive described AI as one of the most transformative moments humanity will ever experience, praising the administration's AI action plan as a strong beginning. They stressed that keeping the United States at the forefront of AI development was essential and credited the president's leadership for making that possible. The discussion then turned to semiconductors, described as the very brains behind AI innovation. A leader in the field spoke of the extraordinary acceleration seen in recent months thanks to the administration's support. He recalled a successful event earlier that day with the First Lady, who had endorsed the AI education plan, calling it vital to ensuring America's victory in the AI race. The message was clear. This was not only about building machines, but also about building skills and opportunities for Americans. Another voice underscored that trust was equally critical. He stressed that the administration's policies had created a platform where the world could not only use American technology, but also trust it more than any alternative. He went on to thank the First Lady for championing education and economic opportunity, reminding everyone that AI was about people as much as it was about progress. Bill Gates then took the floor, offering words of thanks for what he called incredible leadership. He emphasized how the tone set by the administration had made it possible to direct major investments into advanced manufacturing in the United States. For Gates, it was a sign of leadership focused on innovation and global competitiveness. He also expressed gratitude for the administration's support of American companies around the world, reinforcing the idea that leadership at home had ripple effects abroad. As the evening unfolded, the theme of pro-business, pro-innovation leadership became unmistakable. One CEO remarked that it was refreshing to see such an approach, crediting the administration with reviving industry, power, and investment within the United States. He predicted that this momentum would secure American leadership for years to come, insisting it would not have been possible without the president's leadership. Again and again, the executives returned to the transformative nature of artificial intelligence. One summed it up simply, saying this was the most incredible time, that AI would change everything, and that it mattered greatly that the president had recognized this from the start and unleashed American innovation and creativity. The president, listening closely, responded with quiet approval, saying only, "Good, very good, thank you very much." It was a brief acknowledgement, but it carried the weight of agreement with the optimism in the room. As the session came to a close, the president looked around at the group, a mix of younger innovators and seasoned veterans, and remarked lightly about being surrounded by geniuses. His words, half in jest, carried an undertone of recognition that this gathering was not ordinary. It was a moment where leadership, industry, and vision converged at a time when artificial intelligence and advanced technology were set to reshape not only the economy, but the world itself. The evening ended with a sense of momentum and unity, from Zuckerberg's $600 billion pledge to Brin's description of an AI inflection point, from Gates's emphasis on advanced manufacturing to the repeated acknowledgement of education, trust, and opportunity. The message was clear. America's innovators and its leaders were aligned on one goal: to ensure the United States leads the world into the AI age.